Hello my acquaintances, today I'm going to be showing you how to do this KK slider loop, and you don't have to do it for Halloween, could be for cosplay, could be a lot of different variations you can do in this. You can obviously make it a lot more natural, you know, don't do the face paint, just do like thick arched brows and like a white makeup look, black lipstick. Grab a ukulele or guitar and you'll still get the idea across. I'll show you how to make these ears, I'll show you the makeup, the clothes. So that's basically it. If you want to know it, keep on watching. This is the continuation of the Animal Crossing series, so we know it's going to be a good one. So for the ears, really easy to make. You don't have to make them. I'm making them out of faux fur because I have a bunch of it left in my stash from an entirely different project, and I've been trying to get rid of it because, you know, I don't use it very often at all. But you can very well just use craft foam or even felt. It'll all do the job. You can just freehand this, but the odds of me tracing 4 of the same general shape is very low. So I made up a little pattern out of scrap paper. It's just like this. Any scrap of this, as long as the fur is all facing the same direction, I'm going to make it all facing downwards. You want to put a paperweight on it. I sell paperweights, wayland.bakertell.com. Actually, what I'm going to do is just trace around this. You want a little bit of extra for seam allowance, but not a whole ton, because it's really hard to flip this stuff inside out, and any extra bulk is like not good. So alright, so another thing to note when cutting faux fur like this is to cut just the backing so that you're not like getting a bunch of mess. So you kind of have to cut in between this layer. Like you stick your scissors in between that layer where the grains are, you see, and then cut it out like that. So now you can kind of see what I mean. because where I cut it off, there's still all this hair here, or fur, I guess. And then on the actual piece itself, it's all just like laying flat, and there's not a bunch of blunt edges. Like, this is from when I did something before, and there's a bunch of like blunt edges, and it also makes it a lot less messy. Alright, to sew these ears, I'm not going to use pins or anything because, you know, it's just not necessary. I'm just going to take 2 at a time, place them right sides together, and sew along the U. I'm going to leave this part open for right now. Alright, next you can just cut off most of the extra. That's and I want to flip them right side out so that, you know, you're looking at a clean right side out and not this. I feel like if KK Slider wore clothes, which he doesn't, all the other villagers have clothes on except for him. He'd wear like a kind of hipstery e-boy style. So I just went with layering this collared shirt over the shirt I was already wearing. Put one long earring, one short earring. Yeah, I'm trendy. Since I'm doing face paint, oh, I need to put on a wig cap. Like, heavy moisturize your face. Because face paint is going to pick up every texture in your skin. It's like matte foundation times at least 4. So, just put this on my face. It's lotion, like straight up. And I'm just gonna... Oh, my hands look absolutely disgusting right now. I don't know, the marker I was using like stained my skin. I washed them like 3 times, so there's not really much I can do with that. Alright, and this is less about actually moisturizing your face and more about creating a smooth barrier between the face paint and your skin. Alright, I'm actually going to start with concealer because I don't have white, so it has to go under the white, obviously. So I'm just going to reduce some darkness. Next, I want to take a paintbrush, dip it in some water, or if you're using water activated paint, I'm using Snazaroo, so that's what I'm going to do. And first do a layer with a paintbrush, then we're going to smooth it out with a sponge. Once you've got a base layer, I'm not going to go down my neck just because I'm so pale anyways that it kind of just blends in. I'm going to go over that with a sponge. to smooth out the lines and of course get any places that I missed. Alright, next step is you want to take a powder brush and powder to further smooth everything out as well as set it all in place. So, iconic eyebrows. So, I'm gonna take some black face paint, and this is cream paint and Wild Paint Pot, and I'm gonna take an angled brush and I'm just gonna draw this big arch boomerang type. It'll do the job. And get his nose with the face paint. So I'm gonna keep going in with the angled brush just because it seems like it'll be easiest that way. And it's just a circle. And I'm gonna go down. Kind of a big ass nose, to be honest with you, but right? And because this part is more gray, I'm just gonna lightly continue this line down the middle. And then what I'm also going to do while we're at the lips is go over my lip lips with white. I actually have white lipstick, Dollar General type. Place. You can get this anywhere, you know? Really speaks about the quality of it, but you know. Woof. I'm gonna go back over this gray with a flat brush and a black and just go over all the black parts to set them. So I'm using an undisclosed black because we don't really stand, we don't support this. I got it and I was heavily disappointed. You can see the review. I didn't review it and I'm not gonna recommend it in any way, shape, or form. On it, so I'm going to take a finger and dip into also this undisclosed sparkly white color in this palette and just go like that. So now we're going to move on to the eyes. This brush, I'm going to take Whiteout from the Intergalactic by Jolie Beauty palette. Use my link in the description and or my code for 5% off. And then I'm taking the NYX Black Strictly Vinyl liner because he does have a little bit of an eyeliner move. He has really rounded things on his eyes, so I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing I did with Isabel if you saw that one. That's the look. That's basically it. Oh my god, that's wild on camera. Nagito wig. so it's a little bit styled in a way, but the hair kind of out of the way so you can see the eyebrow. And we're also going to attach the ears. So what I'm going to do, since I left the tops open, I'm just going to clip one end of the bobby pin into one side, and then just clip it in there. These are all. Then just clip it straight in the wig, like that. Put another clip if you want to make it more life, more flat. Want to sell the effect even more? Get a little guitar or a ukulele, but I think this is enough to do the trick. So
You